your fancy. You can have it any way you want. Your fancy. You can have anything you like. Your fancy. You can have it any way you want. Your fancy. You can have anything.
This is for you, Sagittarius. February is the month of the angelic frequencies of the gemstone Amethyst. Your birthstone is turquoise, Sagittarius. So what we need to do is see how your birth gemstone resonates with you and your life path meaning. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. Thank you for joining us. To contact me, visit www.readingsbyrosemary.com, where we provide you with all the information you need on our spiritual consultations, how to obtain a psychic astrology chart, Rosicrucian Kabbalah, as well as classes and upcoming seminars. February's gemstone of Amethyst has the light emanations of the astrology archangel Cambriel, and your zodiac birth gemstone, the zodiac sign gemstone of Turquoise, has the properties of light bestowed by the zodiac archangel called Adnachiel. Your ruling planet is Jupiter, Sagittarius. Topaz, yellow jade, chrysoberyl, and yellow sapphire are the precious stones used to align oneself with the energies of the planetary angel Zadkiel, who is assigned to the planet Jupiter in Kabbalah, also known as Sachiel, being Hesediel or Zadakiel. Since these names and resulting slightly varying angels corresponding to Jupiter apply varying levels of bestowal, compassion, wealth, and health, so be very mindful of your own intentions and your own potency, your own power, when utilizing these powerful gemstones in unison, one with the other. The planet Jupiter is associated in Kabbalah with the Sapphire of Chesed, where we find the planetary archangel Zadakiel. There's a Zadkiel and there's a Zadakiel. Hesediel or Sachiel. And you can spell Chesed, the Sapphire of Chesed, where this angel is associated, because it's associated with the planet Jupiter. Chesed with a CH or just an HES. You can spell it. There's various spellings for it. Kabbalah teaches us that this Sapphire and Archangel Zadakiel is associated with both mercy and memory. Zadakiel is known as the righteousness of God. He is sometimes identified as the angel of the Lord in Genesis chapter 22, verses 11 to 12, and behold, an angel of the Lord from heaven called to him, saying, Abraham, Abraham. And he answered, Here I am. And he said to him, Lay not thy hand upon the boy, neither do thou anything to him. Now I know that thou fearest God, and hast not spared thy only begotten son for my sake. Jupiter is known as the attribute of God the Father, found in Isaiah 63:16, For thou art our Father, and Abraham hath not known us, and Israel hath been ignorant of us. Thou, O Lord, art our Father, our Redeemer, from everlasting is thy name. Your fire guardian archangel Michael, or Michael, speaks to you from your Sagittarius astrology Archangel Adnachiel. This is an angelic horoscope transmission from your zodiac angel, your Sagittarius astrology angel, who is Adnachiel, who resides over the Archer's mutable fire nature. And here are his messages for you in the areas of love, money, and health. Now first, Adnachiel's love, rapture, and romance transmission. The blue angelic light frequencies of Adnachiel combined with immense vitality, oscillating forth a considerably vibrant, lustrous light show from the gemstone of Amethyst, improves your relationships, bringing you a privileged reputation. This permutation of Zodiac Angel Cambriel's natural 11th house attributes, in addition to your own Sagittarius, the Archer energies, brings you an overflowing amount of superior friends with the traditional zodiac sign of Aquarius because of the delightful properties of the gem, which distills happiness and enjoyment through an enlivening of the heart chakra, permeating into the physical world via vivacious expressions of the root chakra. Adnachiel's money and wealth transmission. We have finances becoming available this month through successful business innovation that happens in February. That's the energy of February. And this is made possible with scientific, economic theory applied during an astrological progression where topaz or crystal beryl energy applied to amethyst unites astrology archangelic forces known to Adnachiel and Cambriel, sustaining your relationships and reputation for ascendancy in your preferred field of study or your preferred career. The foundation of spiritual enlightenment is found within the self and is projected outwards towards the periphery of the monad, which is described in Kabbalah as everything considered not self. The root chakra is established in a cheerful environment, with February's gemstone allowing you to pour unlimited happiness into the world. In this way, you provide very pleasant and enjoyable experiences for yourself and for others as well. Adnachiel's health and fitness transmission. Again, this is with the help of the angel, the elemental angel of the south, who is the great guardian archangel of all the fire signs, who is Michael or Michael. Okay, now for the health transmission, fitness from Adnachiel. Health focuses on strengthening the root chakra and the lower legs, best done through a healthy, well-balanced diet, as well as moderate exercise, as allowed by your selected physician. You're going to find that the energetic frequencies of topaz or crystal beryl mixed with amethyst, very exhilarating during February, causing you to feel more like you want to do the things that you know are going to afford you a lot more energy, a lot more vim and vigor. Your root chakra is deemed to be the most important chakra in some cultures, which consider that our familiar chakra systems and arrangements are actually presented to us in an upside-down fashion. So you've got a situation where things are presented, not always exactly as they actually are, but it changes depending on your culture, and it could even change according to your DNA, which would make the familial association actually quite apropos. Now, one should also keep in mind that although people should be treated fairly, men and women are not the same in the anatomy of their chakras. Most ancient methods of building chi or ki in the body via energy pathways are based on energy configurations found in the male body. What males find invigorating, females often find very draining, and vice versa. Therefore, you must know your own body and really trust yourself when it comes to these matters. Keep in mind that some males have many female astrological characteristics, such as water and earth attributes in their astrology charts, while some females might have male characteristics due to strategically placed fire and air elementals in their birth charts. Astrocartographic considerations must also be brought to light for a complete revelation of inner characteristics now coming squarely into view. Now, before we get to the meditation for your divine tone for the Archer, what we want to do is give you a little taste of some of our sort of the sub-classes of Kabbalah, which one of the adjunct or axillary classes that we have is who is God and who is Satan. That is sort of stems from the Kabbalah class, and then for the Merkaba or Merkaba class, we have the miracle. That is something stemming from the Merkaba class. And the Merkaba is kind of a very advanced form of Kabbalah. It's a portion of Kabbalah. Now, first, who is God and who is Satan, or Hasatan? Now, God is the ego brought to its fullest expression and then objectified for use by the soul towards achieving a higher state of being and a more expansive, integrated consciousness. Hasatan, or Satan, the adversary, is the ego brought to its state of least expression, where all desires are denied, subdued, and restricted due to subjective survival, contracted and isolated consciousness. What we have here is we have the crown chakra, we have the root chakra, we have God, we have Satan, we have Keter, we have Malkut, and we have we take our ego and we expand the ego to being unlimited, and then what we get is a situation where we then correct that by making it objectified. We objectify that expanded ego, that creature, and we end up with God, or the crown chakra. We end up with Keter. Then we take Hasatan. To create that, we get the ego and we restrict it, we recoil it, we contract it, we isolate it, and then we apply subjectivity to that creature, and we end up with Hasatan, or the root chakra, the reptilian. That's how you get that. Now, you need to understand that Keter is in Malkut and Malkut is in Keter according to Kabbalah. Therefore, when you have semblance of form, you can have semblance of form with Creator in your crown chakra, but also in your root chakra. So understand, and these two, now you can get attenuated angels, permutations, angels and demons from these two situations by taking, for example, subjectivity or objectivity, and you can replace that in these formulas, or you can take the restricted or the isolated, or that you can have something that's expansive but isolated, you can have something that's subdued but shown to everyone. You can have all these different permutations, but that gives you various sephira and various angels and demons. It gives you the other sephira. And these are all calculations that Kabbalists constantly study. So these are very important. Now for the subgroup or subclass, the miracle, the spin-off class called the miracle. Off of the Merkaba class, we have the miracle, a little taste of that class. See yourself as so big, the job for which you are applying is easily accomplished the moment you step through the door. Envision yourself as so very powerful that a simple, well-rehearsed signature saves a forest. Know yourself as having so much integrity that all beings around you heal miraculously in your presence. Now, the holy family that's inside you, your own inner deity, it's the three supernals of Keter, Chokmah, and Binah, and this is what gives you your sort of pious overself. Some people call it an oversoul, overself, where you're cherished, and you're going to find that everybody needs to come into contact with that part of yourself at this time. Some call it the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, Jesus, Joseph, and Mary. That's your supernals, and that's the part of you that's eternal. That's the part of you that does not die. That's the part that lasts forever, and it's connected to the Jupiter, a sephira where Jupiter resides, and that's the sephira of Chesed or Hesed, and that's where mercy resides, and that's where memory is, and that's the merciful King. And that's where memory comes and enables you to have sort of a learning into your next incarnation, or for your eternal ability to fit in to the universal organism where everybody's got to give. or the word bestow is better than give. Bestow is a more magnanimous term. I'm not sure if there's another word that would be more. Every language has a probably a word for that. It's sort of a bestowal is not giving in a way that it causes any kind of malice or menacing thought. Bestowal is more nurturing. That's the word. It's more nurturing. Now, you're going to find that you're going to be able to find communities where you're more cherished and where you're more needed, and spiritual communities where you're more needed and more cherished, and that will be very important to you. For some reason, it's difficult for female Kabbalists to express themselves, and perhaps that will be something that is easier to deal with as we move along through this as the age of Aquarius becomes more and more present and more anchored and more. Not everybody wants to agree that we're in the age of Aquarius, but basically, women are more easily, basically women are more sensitive. And of course there's sensitive men and insensitive women, but generally speaking, women are more sensitive. So it's harder for women to do battle with each other. And but again, women Kabbalists, they're out there and they're teaching and they're very, very, very helpful. And we should allow the women Kabbalists to speak up more. You're able to, during this time also, glean what is essential for bringing your ideas to fruition, bringing them from the realm of the all-potential morphogenic field into the now multidimensional reality in which we all together find ourselves, being a galactic community that must interact with each other. Trust in beings you know to be reliable. Through your own familiarity with them is the most important crux of the matter. The future looks brilliant for those who have been authentic, so be very pleased and go about your normal routine with great confidence. A profusion of competency is bestowed at this time, allowing you to appreciate others as well as improving their lot in life, affording each person an actual piece of the pie rather than unrealistic pipe dreams, which produce mere gossamer affectations. You seek to encourage all entities with the enjoyment of increasing their own fame and fortune through giving them a bird's eye view of reality as you see it, showing them pretty much how they might become as renowned and fortunate as you have become. So this is, sort of a welcome to my world, as the cliche goes, where everybody is able to show exactly what they're going through and how they deal with reality and how they deal with things, and in this way we're all able to help each other and make each other's lives better. Throughout this time, it's important to prioritize all the plans that you've systematically written down for yourself. You're going to want to reorganize your priorities and your lists and revamp plans according to their strategic importance. Give yourself kudos, though, for all your detailed accomplishments, and give yourself credit for the goodness you bring to the world. Complicated maneuvers are essential in life's ongoing games as well as necessary for reaching trophies promised to all conquering heroes upon their return home after winning rigorous competitions. You're a giver, and you have many plans for how to make sure everyone in your life has a fair chance to be a champion as well. You know that every being has value to offer to the planet and to the galaxy and to the universe. A disclaimer is in order here. High magic should be used with all mindfulness, since powerful forces of manifestation are unleashed, intended exclusively for entertainment purposes. Remember to chant your divine tone of I perceive, or try out the higher aspect of simply meditating on the quality of perceiving, and be wise, be well, be all you are meant to be, Sagittarius. Thank you for joining us, and join us again.